Good morning, students. We have completed definition of rate of reaction, factors affecting rate of reaction, rate law, in which we have talked about dependence of rate of reaction on concentration of reactant, and after that we have completed order of reaction. After order of reaction, we are having a new topic in this chapter, that is integrated rate equation for first order reaction and integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. So, what is the need of integrated rate equation? It's very important. Why it is required? There is some limitation of rate law. You know what is rate law? A mathematical expression which relates rate of reaction with concentration of the reactant is called rate law. Limitation of rate law is that if we are provided the concentration of the reactant, then only we can calculate rate of reaction. So initially, whenever we talk about any chemical reaction, the initial concentration of the reactant is provided, or we know the initial concentration of the reactant. So if we know the initial concentration of the reactant, then we can very easily calculate the rate of reaction. But after time t, this time can be 10 seconds, this time can be 10 minutes, this time can be 15 minutes, this time can be 15 seconds, it can be any time. It's not an issue. So after time t, how we will calculate the concentration of the reactant? Because you are provided the initial concentration only of the reactant, but we don't know how much concentration of reactant will remain after time t. And if we don't know the concentration of the reactant, then we cannot calculate the rate of reaction. So for this purpose, we require integrated rate equation. Integrated rate equation. Here we are talking about first order reaction. We are talking integrated rate equation for first order reaction. By the help of integrated rate equation, we can calculate the concentration of the reactant remains after time t. And if we can calculate the concentration of reactant after time t, then we can also calculate the rate of reaction after time t. So this is the importance of integrated rate equation. In our syllabus, we are having integrated rate equation for first order reaction and zero order reaction. So here is your integrated rate equation, which can be written as K equals to 2.303 by T log of A naught by A. What is K? K is the rate constant for the first order reaction. A naught, it is the initial concentration. A is the final concentration which are left after time t. Suppose 20% of the reactant is consumed after time t. then value of A, that is final concentration, will be 80% because 20% have consumed. It is the final concentration or the left concentration of the reactant after time t. Now, what is half-life period? Half-life period is the time when the initial concentration reduces to half of the initial concentration. When A becomes A0 by 2, just half of the initial concentration, then this time t is called t half. So t half is the time in which the initial concentration or the concentration reduces to half of the initial concentration. So how to calculate t half? For the calculation of t half of first order reaction, we will be using again integrated rate equation. So half-life time or half-life period represented as t half. So when t becomes t half, then the final concentration, that is A, will be equals to A0 by 2. Now, putting the value of t and A in integrated rate equation, t becomes t half and the final concentration becomes A0 by 2. Half of the initial concentration. So here K equals to 2.303 by T half into log of A0 by 2. Cancel out A0 by with A0. 2 will go to numerator. It becomes log 2. Value of log 2 is 0.3010. So T half becomes, just rearrange T half and K. It becomes T half equals to 2.303 by K. Log of 2. Log 2 is 0.3010. So multiply 2.303 with 0.3010, it becomes 0.693 by K. So whenever we talk about the half-life time for first order reaction, it is always equals to 0.693 by K. Remember, the half-life time or the half-life period for first order reaction does not depend on initial concentration of the reactant. Or we can say it is independent of concentration of the reactant. We cannot change the T half for first order reaction if the temperature remains constant. Now, one numerical based on this expression. A first order reaction takes 69.3 minutes for 50% completion. T half is given. 50% completion means 50% is remaining. So T half given here is 69.3 minutes for a first order reaction. How much time will be needed for 80% completion? 80% completion means 20% is remaining. The final concentration is 20%. So we want to calculate T for 80% of the reaction. But here value of K, that is rate constant, is not given to us. So first we will calculate the value of rate constant by the help of T half, because T half is given. So what is T half? T half is 0.693 by K. So here K equals to 0.693 by T half. Value of T half is 69.3 minutes. So K will be equals to 0.693 by 69.3. Now we will use the value of K for the calculation of T for 80% completion of the reaction. So write the integrated rate equation. T 80% equals to 2.303 by K log of A0 by A. A0 will be 100% because in terms of percentage we want to calculate here. 80% completion means value of A will be 20%. So it will be log of 100 by 20. Value of K is 0.693 by 69.3. Putting the value of K here, we will get 2.303 into 69.3 divided by 0.693 into log of 100 by 20. 100 by 20 gives you log 5. Value of log 5 is 0.6990. Value of log will be provided to you. So by multiplication and division, we will get 160.97 minutes. So for 80% completion of the reaction, time required will be 160.97 minutes. That's all in integrated rate equation for first order reaction. Thank you.